Hi everyone, it's Meg from the Integrated Heart and welcome to my channel. I work as a well-being life coach. I'm also certified in meditation and Ayurveda. I've been a psychology professor for over 14 years, a mindfulness educator, and I've also taken hundreds of students through a class called stress management. I'm also a mom, a wife, and somebody who found such value in the practice of meditation. And now I want to bring all of the goodness and wisdom and practices that I've learned professionally and personally to you so that you can benefit. So I created one life question with Meg because, well, I'm a life coach and we only have one life to live right now. So let's dive into the things that really matter, all things related to life and well-being, one question at a time. And today is question number 2, which is, how can I live a meaningful life? The first thing for us to consider is what is a meaningful life? And then how can we extract the most meaning out of our life? How can we go through our days and find meaning in the situations and circumstances that we find ourselves in and find something positive about it? So we're learning and we're getting curious, and we're also shelving the judgments and the knee-jerk reactions, like when things don't go our way or turn out the way we would have liked them to go, or feeling upset when things feel unfair or just plain hard. It's this energy of negativity that can occur when we want things to be different than the way they are. And oftentimes we end up blaming someone, often ourselves, or something for it. Unpleasant experiences are easy to find. I mean, just pick up your phone and read the news or ruminate about all the things that irritated you today. When living a life of meaning, you don't just focus on the negative and stay stuck there. Yes, sometimes things and circumstances are just painful and miserable, and we're not trying to deny that. But we're also not going to ruminate on that and leave it at that. If the situation or event is small enough and inconsequential, there's no space for negativity. It's just not allowed to stick around. But if it's something that is undesirable that has happened and it's really important to you to address it, then take action and be the force for good and make the change, however big or small, that needs to be made, and everything in between. On a global scale, this could look like the life of an activist, someone who sees something that's unfair or unjust or just violates their values and their ethics, and they take action to restore balance and fairness. We all have our different strengths, and not all of us are activists. So knowing yourself, your gifts, your talents, that can lead you on your path to finding meaning, and not necessarily to change the world, but to change your world. And having this unshakable belief that every experience is meaningful results in you spontaneously finding meaning in even the small things. Yes, there are still difficulties, but it's this recognition that you can ascend them and find meaning. It's similar to the metaphor that even when it's cloudy outside, above the clouds is the sun. So when we look at all events, people, and circumstances this way, our life becomes open to infinite possibilities. Becoming aware of your unique qualities and tendencies, your gifts, will elevate your well-being as you look at the world through a more optimistic lens, and you'll feel more authentic and you'll feel more engaged in the things that really matter to you. Your confidence gets a boost. You seek out joy every day in the small moments of life because you're beginning to honor what truly enlivens you. And you're also being cautious or aware of who you're spending your time with and how they make you feel, which ends up strengthening your relationships, reduces your stress, and helps you accomplish your goals. Living a meaningful life is living consistent with your values. Values are your fundamental beliefs and guiding principles that form the foundation on which you live and work. Clarifying your values allows you to be guided by them in your day to day decisions so that you become more of who you are. Brene Brown once said that I haven't done anything really meaningful in my life that it has been comfortable. So, a meaningful life includes being courageous and vulnerable and stepping outside of your comfort zone and putting your values into actions. And sometimes when we take action from our values, it could be that we're experiencing situations that are uncomfortable. It could be that we're speaking up when something is said that is offensive or prejudice, because we value our voice to help others who are experiencing mistreatment and injustice. It could be a decision not to engage in gossip or negativity with others. It could also look like choosing a particular diet that reflects our values. So when you feel unsatisfied in certain areas of your life, it could indicate that there's this disconnection between you and your actions and your values. Because without our values, we feel directionless and life just doesn't have much meaning. So, if connection is one of your core values, it could be that you're taking time each day to make eye contact with someone or offering them your presence when you're in conversation with them and deeply listening to them while they talk. It could be a value of joy. And with that value, you intentionally find ways to create joy in your everyday life, like playing piano or practicing a hobby or dancing. And it could be just a commitment to notice the things that organically arise during your day that just sparkle joy in your heart and make you feel in harmony or content or peaceful or happy. Increasing the amount of time you spend your life in reflection of your values and integrating those values will allow you to support and honor your true self and what is truly meaningful to you at your core. Living a meaningful life means living a life with purpose. Many of us wonder, what is my life's purpose? I know I certainly did. And in my 20s, I read a lot of self help books to help lead me in that direction. The problem was that although I could eliminate the things I didn't like, which was great, it was not narrowing it down enough for me to find my purpose in life. That took me much longer. And that came once I began connecting with my heart and actually thinking with my heart and considering questions like, how could I use my gifts and talents to serve not only others, but to serve myself? Because what is connected to my purpose is what makes my heart sing, and it's what the world needs me to do. And the same is true for you as well. Your passion is your driving force to creating a meaningful life. It's what stokes your fires and allows you to find the pearl of wisdom, the gems, the lessons in everything it is that you experience. Howard Thurman, an advisor to Martin Luther King Jr., famously said, "Don't ask what the world needs, ask what makes you come alive and go do it." What the world needs is people who have come alive. The qualities of a meaningful life cannot be demanded of you or forced on you. They can only be cultivated when you have reached a point that your inner motivation and will is strong enough and you decide to put an end to feeling confused, directionless, unsatisfied, and unfulfilled. A meaningful life evolves from your strengths and your gifts. It evolves from your talents, your purpose, your values. All of that ignites and comes together when you take action from those deeply important areas of your being. And this is your guide as you navigate life. How you live a more meaningful life is to embody all of that into your days. It's through how you connect with your relationships and your work, your lifestyle choices. It's how you spend your time and how you serve others and how you raise your children and volunteer. It's how you get out of bed in the morning and how you go to sleep at night. You embody what is meaningful to you, and your actions reflect the most important things to you, and that is what creates your life. You cannot have a meaningful life without a commitment to self awareness. What is meaningful to you can't be found in another book or with another person. I see self awareness as the fundamental prerequisite to living a life of meaning. Once you know your strengths, your values, your purpose, you will have created your winning formula, your foundation that forms the actions that you live by that reflect those. And then life unfolds with meaning, knowing that what comes next will be determined in large part by who you are being now and the choices that you are making now. And this is what I help my clients with in the clarity cornerstone of my signature coaching program called Your Wellbeing. And I help you get clear on your purpose, which includes your values, your strengths, your passions. One of the exercises I do with my clients is craft their own personal purpose statement and then create home practice exercises that include specific actions they can take to honor what is meaningful to them and that they can live through that meaning as they move closer to their well-being goals, so that when they're in tough situations or they're not clear on what to do in the day-to-day, they can draw on the embodiment of their purpose. And this gets them out of their head and into their heart. That's what embodying does. And embodying what is meaningful in their life brings them closer to living a life they love, a life with meaning. If living a more meaningful life is something that you desire, please head over to my website. It's The Integrated Heart, and schedule a free consult with me. And we'll hop on a call and chat about what this can look like for you. And you'll walk away with some insights to activate your well being. So I would love to hear from you. If you have a question for me, please drop it below. Subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on all the ways you can identify what it is you truly love in your life and to take the steps to make that a reality so that you live a life that you love that's filled with purpose, meaning, and joy. So thank you for being here. I wish you all much love and well-being.